So we're gonna pull the seat out because I'm gonna install a heated seat. I have the factory element from the factory seats that were in here. I wound up having to switch them out because the sunroof had leaked and I had to replace that. Not the sunroof, I replaced the seats. The factory were heated, these ones are not. So I took the elements out of the factory ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the heated seat out so that way we can pull it up, pull it apart, and install the new elements. So what I'm going to do is, so here's the cover that goes here, nice and nasty, but on the bottom it just clips on to this, so you just need a 14mm to pull that out. And that's why I love that tool. And then these ones pop straight up and then slide forward. Put that over there. There we go. Now, do that. And what you're going to want to do is slide the seat forward, and then these come off at a back angle, at like a 45-degree angle back, as you can see there. Well, I'll show you the right side up view. So this is what you're looking at. You're pulling it back at an angle, kinda like that. And then it's just 2 more 14mm. So down here, where all the action happens, this is the main connector. This side is where it clips over, and this side is where it pivots. So you just kind of pop that side up, slide that over, and this, as you can see, the little dowel matches up with the notch. So you're just gonna... There's one last important part I forgot about. Seatbelt's hooked up. So you grab the front of this, lift up, and it pops off of this. So this just clips right over that. And then back here, this slides forward over the back one. So grab from the front, lift up, slide back. Pops loose, and then you have your T something back here, which I'll get that figured out, get it off, and then seatbelt will be removed. And I'm gonna pull the seat out, which sometimes it's easier just to undo these connectors now and not have to worry about them later. Okay, so you have the gator, or the hog rings, that's what they call hog rings down here. You're gonna twist them apart. You can also buy them if you want. I didn't, because I'm just gonna, when I hook it back up, I'm just gonna pull them through and just kind of crimp them back down. But this is pretty much what you're doing, just separating, and then like that, getting that apart. Oh yeah, these right down here, you lift both of these to flip the seat forward. So go like this, lift up and push forward, and there you go. So that's how you get the first part off. Now we're gonna go around. I should probably take these off. If they're in there good, then you can use them, but you don't want them falling out and losing them. So here is the next part. If you see right there, it wraps over, comes along back here, and that holds it up. So what we're going to do is lift that up, over, and down, and then try to get this bottom piece. There we go. So this side is free, and I'll be able to slide up. Oh, there we go. Stop making you sick holding it sideways. Hold it up, and we're gonna be able to do this on the other side. Pull this off, and and then the whole skin we're going to be able to peel up the front as we undo the hog rings on the inside as well. So I got this pulled from the back, and so what you're going to see here is this wire right down here. There's going to be hog rings attaching that to this little white spline, and there's going to be like 3 of them right up the seam. The first one is right down here, so that's going to be the first thing that we attack. And as we get those ones, we're going to be able to slowly peel this up. I haven't got that off. I was trying to get off, but I didn't want to break it, so for right now we're going to leave it. I might be able to slide the heated seat element up underneath, but we'll see when we get there. And here are the heated seat elements. I need to clean them off a little bit, but it's just pretty much, this goes up the back. There's like tape or something, and then the bottoms they cover the whole bottom of the seat. So there's a piece that goes under here, a piece under here, and a piece on the sides. So this pretty much goes under your butt. And this is all stained because of the sunroof. The previous seats were very, very, very destroyed. It's actually supposed to be connected, but the seats were so trashed by the time I got them out. That's all that was left. And these boxes are where the seats, the heaters, connect. Just plug in there, and then sometimes this box goes bad if the heated seats stop working. But this one was on the driver's seat. There was a hole in the leather on the driver's seat because of this. Let's see here. Sorry, there we go. I thought it was a cigarette burn, but it wasn't. It was something with the wire. Could have been a cigarette burn right on. I don't know. All I know is that whenever I pulled the seat out, there was a hole about that big in the seat, and then I pulled the heated seat element when I was throwing them away and saw this. So I won't be able to use this, or might be able to bypass and not use, because it's on the side, the left side, so when you're getting out it's going to be on your left leg. I don't know if I can just bypass it and do something else, but there you go. Kind of see that now. But it's pretty messed up, and this stuff's all stuck to it. So hopefully I'll have a heated seat, but at least the passenger will. I'll have a heated back. But so now you know what we're working with, and this part actually goes down into here. So this this goes right up in this section. So you have a visual to work with how far you need to go. See this, might be able to pull this up. I was gonna spray some adhesive on the back of this to stick it to the foam, but we'll see how that all works out as we get there. And this makes it easier as you're pulling it up, folding it up, and so that way as you pull it, it just kind of keeps coming up all smoothly and you're not fighting against yourself. Okay, so I figured it out. This goes into the end, and you stick a screwdriver back to right here. You hit the back. Excellent, hit the stop button. And then this pulls off, but this plastic thing that it connects to slides right inside there, and then this locks it in over it. So if you actually pop that out, you see the little notch right there, so you can actually get a screwdriver down there, popped out, and this will come out. Then this just slides up. I have the second ones off now. Let's see how much further we need to go. Do we need to do a third one? Yeah, we do. So we got a little bit to go. Okay, well we'll do the third one and then we'll be able to install this. Okay, so 3 rivets is, not rivets, hog rings is what you have to pull off to get to the 4th one. And this brings you right up to the seam right here, which is where it's going to go up to. Which actually leaves this much to tuck under into the back. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna clean a little bit of this off, but then get some high strength, high temp spray adhesive, just spray it on there, not too heavy but enough to hold it in place, and then stick it on the seat. So here's what I'm using, the high strength 90, because it's moisture and heat resistant, and also had it left over from when I did the headliner. So that's the other reason why I'm doing it. But all I'm going to do is just spray this along here, get the corners, the edges. The main reason for the spray adhesive is to keep it from moving around underneath the seat. Now I'm going to let that tack a little bit, then I'm going to stick it in place. I'll give you the worst view of all. Okay, there we go. Got it in place. Goes up to right there. That pushed down. And then this, I just tucked it back underneath. The wire is going to go back under there. It's going to go under the seat and hook up to the other connectors. So I'm down to getting these last 2 hooked up, and they are a real pain. And if I would have thought things through, I would have leaned the seat back more so I could get in there a little easier. But yeah, these are what keep everything pulled in. So some people might decide, I won't do that, but then it's gonna bag out at the bottom. So don't give up, hang in there. It's a big pain in the rear, but it'll be worth it with the final product. Okay, so I got it done, got it pulled back down. Now I'm going to lift up the little triggers, push with my head, and then got all this. What you want to do is, actually before you do that, make sure you get this all pulled down. Because when you pull it forward, it kind of scrunches it up and makes it hard. And pull backing around and up to hook onto that clip. If you can get that. Almost got it. Oh, just a little bit more work, but this is what I'm talking about. This bags out like that if you have it leaning forward. So just keep it upright, pulled down. Oh, there's also a plastic thing in here. That's what kind of goes around the bottom. Gives it some support and some hold. And there you go, got that one. You just gotta do the same over here, and then with this all pulled down, you just pull it together and hook the hog rings back up. This, there we go, sticks out to the side and runs down over here. Then we're gonna hook it up underneath. Got one of them hooked back up, and I am bleeding, but they just got 4 of them. The hardest part is the first one, just getting it squeezed together. And after that, it's gonna be a lot easier because you got the stability there. Okay, so I got it all buttoned up. So now what we're gonna do is the seat forward, this is gonna kind of run down the side here, because you don't want it sticking out the back, because then it'll get caught and ripped off and whatnot. So just gonna kind of fish it down through there, and it's gonna, cause see this wire right here comes up through here, goes down. So we're just gonna kind of follow that same route. We're gonna come down here. This box connects right here. So we're gonna run the wire down, connect that, and then this plugs into this spot right here. Or is it this one? I'll have to look back at the connector and see which one it was again. Okay, so I got it ran down through there, kind of across the back, and it plugs into the bottom part. This hooks in, and then you put a screw through there if you have one. I do not, so I'm probably gonna use a zip tie or go find a screw and hook it up and then get that part hooked up. I don't know if I have time to do the bottom part, but we'll at least do this part. Okay, so this actually, see those two little things? You slide it in, it's gonna go in the last one. So you're gonna, actually I'll do this from the other side. So here's the heated seats. So you see along the top, there's the little notch. Well, it has that on the top, but you can't just slide it in, because then it just push out whenever you clip it all in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide it through. Once it's through, then you're gonna slide it back along there. There, it's locked in. What goes in this one? Well, when I pulled the side off, two hook up here, and then there's a third one that comes through the back here. And whenever I was transferring the seats, that got broke, so it wasn't really holding. So whenever I put it back together, I just have to slide it in from the back and clip it in. But that is it for the first part. When I have more time, we'll come back and I will do the bottom part of the seat, which is a little tougher, but well, they're equally tough in different regards.